Hi, I'm Kylie, just another Army vet, and today I'm reacting to a video from Ahoy, which is supposed to be a really good channel. They have a lot of awesome content. I will leave a link down to them below. This video is from their Iconic Arms series, Season 2, Episode 5, UZI. This video is 8 years old and it has 3.1 million views, so this should be a good one. Let's get to it.
Some weapons earn their reputation in battle. Others are celebrated for their on-screen fame. To be known for both is a rare thing indeed. The UZI, an Israeli SMG that seems to turn up everywhere. So, what made it such a popular export? Why is it a weapon of choice for action films? And what sort of person wields it?
So the one historical moment actually propelled the UZI into Hollywood stardom, and that's when someone took a photo of Secret Serviceman Robert Wanko pulling his UZI out of a briefcase right after the assassination attempt of President Ronald Reagan back in 1980 or 81. As a result of that iconic moment, almost every 80s action flick actually featured the UZI. And even today, you will still see the UZI in lots of video games and movies and shows.
The Middle East, 1948. A new nation is born and immediately flung into conflict. The 1948 Arab-Israeli War was fought with equipment left over from World War II, a melange of obsolescent arms, a desperate need to standardize on something new. Israel's new weapon would be designed by Major Uziel Gal of the IDF.
And that's where the name comes from. And fun fact about him, that he was actually a weapons instructor on the set of Terminator 2 Judgment Day with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And if you are enjoying the content, then please smash that like button. Thanks.
And despite a request that it should not bear his name, the new submachine gun was officially adopted in 1951 as the UZI. Manufactured from sheet metal, it was designed to be low cost and easy to produce. Compared to earlier SMG designs, the UZI is particularly compact, far shorter than either the earlier MP40 or Sten. This is because of the UZI's telescoping bolt. The reciprocating part surrounds the barrel as it moves forward, a feature borrowed from a prototype Czech weapon, the ZK-476. This allows for a more compact action and makes the central position of the magazine possible, integral with the grip and particularly well balanced. This is an ergonomic configuration, with the user's hand naturally surrounding the magwell for more intuitive reloading. Its moderate rate of fire of 600 rounds per minute is quite manageable too, so the UZI's handling is favourable all round.
So 600 rounds per minute seems a little slow, but let's compare it to the 50 cal machine gun. It has a rate of fire of over 1,000 rounds per minute, whereas the M249 SAW and the M4 M16, which both fire 5.56 rounds, their rate of fire is about 700 to 970 rounds per minute.
While the original is compact, some variants are even smaller.
Like a micro.
Introduced in 1980,
Or mini.
the Mini UZI is 80% of the size of the original and fires at an elevated 950 rounds per minute.
Wow!
And the smaller yet Micro UZI followed in 1986, firing an incredible 1,200 rounds per minute.
Wow! I think that is faster than the 50 cal, or it's about the same, but that is impressive.
Cheap, abundant, and a step up from World War II era weapons. As military forces modernized in the middle of the 20th century, the UZI was a compelling choice for many. With over 10 million made, it has proven a huge commercial success.
This weapon was actually the highest exported submachine gun in the 1980s and 90s. It was used by many different militaries, paramilitaries, and police forces.
And has seen post-war service in countries all around the world. While weapons like the MP5 would eventually supplant it in service, the UZI wasn't so eager to retire. Instead, it took center stage during the rise of the action film. On-screen firearms have to look the part, and for the emerging trend of urban present-day settings in cinema, a wooden wartime relic simply wouldn't do. The Uzi's exterior was distinctive, its ability to rapidly dispense rounds, perfect to punctuate an on-screen point. Best of all, it can be held one-handed. Easier to point with, better for close-ups, and of course, you could even use two at once. Millions manufactured meant huge surplus. An ample supply made sure that the price was right. So its modern appearance, high availability, and low cost made it a very appealing choice for Hollywood armourers. Today, the UZI boasts a filmography that would make Schwarzenegger blush. Its presence harks to the golden age of gunfighting action, a reckless one-handed reminder of such a time in Max Payne 3, with its analog screen distortion evoking VHS bloodshed. It's also the perfect fit for the Hollywood-inspired pace of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Compact and lightweight, it's always nimble and normally shoots fast. A natural fit for frantic action. With its cinematic credentials, it is easy to forget that the UZI is very much a proven design. Military, police, Secret Service, Special Task Force, carried by all, and no stranger to conflict. However, the very qualities that made it so popular, the cost, automatic fire, and compact size, have also lent the weapon a more malevolent side.
So they've not really talked about the cost. I wonder just how expensive this weapon is.
For all its official use, the UZI boasts an undeniable criminal streak. It is the perfect choice for a drive-by shooting. Under such circumstances, marksmanship can go out the window. It's spray and pray tactics that are needed, and the high fire rate and one-handed grip are in tune with this demand. References to the weapon in this fashion are a fixture of gangster rap, a ribbon of influence throughout cinema, as well as in games like Grand Theft Auto.
So if you have fired an Uzi before, then please drop this in the comments. How much recoil is there? Because one thing about weapons that you do need to be concerned about recoil, M4s, M16s, there's very little recoil. But when it comes to Uzis, I'm not so sure. I think I read somewhere that Uzis have very little recoil, but I'm not sure.
No doubt, a weapon of broad experience and diverse operation. It defies any single role. Freedom fighter, muscle-bound mercenary, drug baron. It has served them all. Neither particularly good nor evil. A weapon for all with the means to pay. One that straddles any moral alignment. Half criminal, half maverick. All mercenary. And total chaos.
Total chaos.
A vanguard of post-war firepower. Arguably the first modern SMG.
Are you guys hearing the script that this guy is reading, the narrator? This is actually pretty entertaining.
A capable design whose success was ensured by mass production at a low cost. When its useful service expired, it found a new lease of life in Hollywood and forged a legend anew. The UZI. Classic subgun. Major export. Action hero. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, farewell.
So that was definitely an entertaining and fun video. I learned a lot. I do wish that they had shown some real-life video footage of an Uzi being fired, but that's okay. I still enjoyed the video. I do wonder what militaries still actually use the Uzi today. I'm guessing that the IDF, the Israeli Defense Forces, still use this weapon, and at one point in time, the German Bundeswehr did issue this to their truck and tank crews. And I want to say that the Indian Army, Para-SF, and the Marcos actually had this weapon as a part of their arsenal. If you know for sure, please drop that in the comments. Anyway, great suggestion. If you do want to watch an IDF video, I have one for you right here. If you do want to help support the channel, I could always use a like, sub, share, or thanks. Or you can check out some links down below, and thanks for watching.